Hey folks, welcome to Waking House Yoga with Jane. I literally just had the idea to start a little series called Unfiltered Flows. So I was sitting in the corner working on my online business, working on trying to have an online business, and thinking like I have got to move right now. So I got up and I was like, you know what, why don't I just see what happens and record it, and maybe I can share it in this space. So I thought I would just guide you through whatever my body feels like doing in this moment. So let's see what happens. I think I'll start right here in standing. If you want to find a firm foundation and just start to sense into the soles of your feet. Okay, if it feels good in your body, allow the shades of your eyes to close. Lift up all of your toes and lower them back down. Lift them up and see if you can lower them down one toe at a time, starting from your pinky toe and moving in toward your big toe. Maybe do that a couple of times. Just start to notice your breath. Allow it to grow longer and deeper. Relax your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your face. And then the next time that you inhale, sweep your arms out and up overhead. I'm going to reach up toward the ceiling, and then as I exhale, I'm going to swan dive forward, bow. With your inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bow forward. Release the head and neck. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way to standing. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, bow. Let's hang here. Deeply bend your knees. Soften through your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm swaying slightly from side to side, holding the backs of my ankles. I'm going to lift halfway up once again. Bow forward, plant your palms, step your feet back to plank pose. With your inhale, lift your hips. Start to come into a version of downward dog from plank. Exhale, roll the body forward, plank pose. Inhale to down dog, and then exhale to plank. So just find the rhythm of your own breath. Shifting forward and then lifting up, following your inhales and your exhales. Starting to feel the length of my spine grow longer. I popped several bubbles of synovial fluid there. That felt good, okay? My shoulder joints are opening. And my blood's just starting to flow. So the next time that you come in to your downward facing dog, lift your right leg to the sky. What do you want to do here? I want to bend my knee and stack my hips. Do that if that feels right for you. 2 or 3 long deep breaths. Next time you exhale, tuck your knee to your nose as you roll forward. Inhale, rise up, stack the hips, gaze to the sky. Exhale, tuck the knee. Stack the hips. This time, tuck the knee, lower the calf, pigeon pose. Lower your back knee to the mat. I'm going to rise up. You can, or you don't have to. With my exhale, bow forward, forehead meets the mat. Inhale, rise up. Fingertips lift, but stay connected to your mat. And then exhale to bow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow. One more time. Return to the earth, sink in. Find whatever feels good in your body in this shape. I've been taking pigeon pose in so many of my practices lately. Just moving with the intuition of my body to give myself what I feel that I need. And so I'm just here giving myself what I feel like I need. I've got my toes curled under because therapeutically that maintains the position of the femur in its hip socket. But I'm soft everywhere that I can be, feeling myself sink. Noticing a lot of sensation in my right thigh, the IT band, and my hamstring. Just sending my awareness into that space, trying to be present with the experience of my body right now. I've been thinking so much about the purpose of the practice of yoga as I'm endeavoring to teach it more so, especially in the online space, and I'm realizing that the importance is its power to keep us here with the sensation of our body in our present moment. Next time that you inhale, start to lift out of this shape. And then press into your palms and your fingertips. Lift your back knee off of your mat. Return to downward facing dog with your right leg lifted. I'm going to stretch it long as I move energetically toward the back of my mat. And then step the right foot forward to the outside of your right hand for lizard and lower your back knee. I'm rolling a little bit onto the outside of my right foot. That's okay with me as a teacher. It's not for everyone. Do what feels good in your body. And then inhale to sweep the right arm up and overhead as it moves behind you. Let it become parallel with your mat. Inhale, lift it up again and return it to your mat as you exhale. Inhale, sweep it up and back. And then exhale, return it to your mat. One more time. Open, open, open. And exhale, close and contract. Circle your hips. Only circle your hips if this feels safe for you and with your foot fully planted against your mat. This for me is always a weird physical experience. Like, it feels weird. It's certainly not a way that I move in life. And so that's why I think it matters that we open places that are normally closed in our daily experience. Now I'm going to shift forward and backward. So I think the best thing to do will actually be to walk your front foot back to the inside of your right hand. And then let's inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. As you exhale, rock the body back, straighten your front leg. Yeah. And just find the rhythm of your own breath. If you need to sink in, if you need to stay here with your leg long, then stay there. If it feels really good on your left hip flexor to stay with your gaze lifted, then stay there. Okay, honor yourself. That is the other purpose of our practice, to come into the present moment and to honor yourself. Eventually, over time, you come into a place where you can intuitively sense what your body needs. And that's sort of the idea behind getting on my mat and recording an unfiltered flow. I'm just doing what feels right for my body, okay? All right, inhale to lift forward. Plant the palms, lift the back knee, step back, down dog. I'll lift my right leg again and stack my hips. Just let it fall open. I'm gonna let the sole of my right foot fall all the way over behind me. I really honestly, I forget the name of this right now. Only do it if you feel really secure. And now I'm circling my right arm. Yeah. Okay. Unwind, down dog. Roll the body forward, plank pose, exhale all the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, deep upward facing dog for me because that feels right. Exhale to the earth. Inhale again to rise up. And exhale to the earth. I'm going to stay here just a minute and breathe against the earth. A shape of surrender. Just staying here, just letting myself find a moment of rest. Curl your toes under. Press your body back until your hips are over your knees. Lower your head down and walk your hands toward the top of your mat. This is dolphin. Let your awareness be in your lower spine, your lumbar spine. Invite a curvature into that space as you breathe there. Watching your breath open the back body. With your inhale, rise up. Come to your neutral table, palms under your shoulders, and just begin to move organically. For me, I'm going to circle my hips. And then shift forward and backwards. Because my low back and my hips feel open, I'm lowering them all the way to the earth, but you need to do what feels right for you. I'm going to pause, pull my leggings up over my beautiful mom belly, and keep going. Bringing my forehead all the way to the earth and then shifting my pelvis almost all the way toward the earth as well. Neutral table, curl your toes under, lift your hips, step or jump into your forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, bow forward, release the head and neck. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way to standing back bend at the top. Lower your palms to prayer. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Feel the rise and the fall of your breath and the beating of your heart. hands up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. With your inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, bow, plant the right palm. With your inhale, reach your left arm to the sky, find a twist. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, other side. Exhale, lower down. Pace of your own breath, lift 2 more times on each side. Last time. Complete this equally on both sides. Exhale to center, release the head and neck. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, standing. Palms come together. And let's begin to circle from the base of your spine. Okay, this may be a micro movement for you, or it might become very large and fluid. I'm going to reverse the direction of my circles. I'm staying connected to my breath. My body's loosening and becoming more fluid, starting to fold all the way forward as I make my circles. What feels right for you right now? You may reverse your direction another time. And then just hang in your forward fold, sway from side to side. Inhale, rise to a flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Plant your palms, step one foot back and then the other. Lift your hips, down dog. Roll the body forward, plank pose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Find your own rhythm, shifting forward and backwards 1 or 2 more times. As I come to downward facing dog, allow your left leg to lift off of the mat. Extend it as long and as high as feels good in your body. Considering the option to bend your knee and stack your hips. Foot remains flexed. Next time that you exhale, tuck your knee to your nose, roll the body forward. Inhale, lift. And exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Now, next time that you tuck, plant the calf for pigeon pose. Lower your back knee. You might choose your hands to disconnect from the mat as you rise up. And then as you exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart, rise onto your fingertips or not, whatever. Exhale, bow to the earth. With your exhale this time, sink into your pigeon. Whatever that means for you, whatever shape that you want to take. I'm needing some relief for my wrists and my shoulders. So I'm lowering them down by my sides. So consider what you need. Return to the tether of your breath. And descend your awareness once again into the space where your body feels something. Let yourself stay with the feeling. Can you be there completely? Can you let this be your mindfulness practice as you are fully here? Letting the sensation of your body be your anchor, so that every time a thought or an emotion arises for you, you can come back the experience of your bones right now in this moment. When you feel ready, we'll begin to lift out of this shape, slowly and delicately, honoring the intensity that you may have. Lift your back knee, rise back into your downward facing dog, release that feeling however you need to, that intensity. My hips are stacked, my knee is bent, and I'm just breathing into my left hip flexor just for a moment. The next time that you exhale, step the left foot to the outside of your left hand and lower your back knee for lizard. As you inhale, sweep the arm, your left arm forward and then back. Turn your gaze over your back arm. Your arm is parallel. And then as you exhale, sweep it to your mat again. Inhale, sweep it, arc it up and behind you. Through exhale, arc it back to your mat. One more time. Option to circle your hips. I'm naturally circling my head and neck as well. Just give it to yourself. You've got to recognize what it is that you need first in your heightened awareness of your physical needs, and then choose to let yourself have it, even, for instance, if it's not what I'm doing, right? These are essential steps in any self-healing or process of self-transformation. First, we have to realize what we need. Then we must have the courage, find the courage to give it to ourselves. And with generosity, right? Okay. All right, come to your neutral lizard. Walk the left foot back inside of the left hand. With your inhale, lift your gaze, lift your heart. And as you exhale, press the body back, straighten your front leg. Inhale, forward. Exhale, press back and find your own rhythm, the pace of your own breath. Always inhaling to lift and exhaling to bow. Okay, this constant tension, the eternal duality of expansion and contraction. And somewhere inside of that, an unmovable, unchangeable, ever-present peace of ourselves or of God. It really doesn't matter what you label it. But we just try to know that it's there, to believe in it, and to be with it, right? If you feel complete in this, or as you feel complete in this, press forward, lift your back knee, and then step your front foot back. You might choose to lift it to the sky once again, and to bend your knee and to stack your hips, and then to lower it back to your mat. Roll the body forward to your plank pose, lower all the way to the earth. With your inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. As you exhale, press the sitting bones back, child's pose. You might want to stay here right now. Or the next time that you inhale, you may roll the body forward, gliding your face over your mat as you lift back into upward facing dog, and then exhale to child's pose. I'm going to give this to myself 2 or 3 times. You just do what you want to do. And then you may lift into your neutral table and find another few breaths of organic movement. Once again, I find myself rocking forward and rocking back. Maybe this resonates in your bones today too. And if it does, do it. Come to neutral table, walk the knees in towards your wrist, cross your ankles so you can come into a comfortable seat. Adjust yourself however you need to. With your inhale, lift the shoulders forward and up. As you exhale, roll them back and down your back. Come to stillness. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears tight as you can. Exhale through your mouth and release. One more time. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, turn to your right. Lower your fingertips toward the earth. Your hand catches your knee and you use the leverage of your hand pressing against your knee to twist. Gaze moves behind you. Next time that you inhale, rise to center. Your exhale, twist to the other side. Palm into your knee. Gaze over your back shoulder. Inhale to center. We'll twist one more time to each side. Inhale, arms lift up and overhead. Exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, rise up. Just keep your fingertips on your mat, and then exhale, glide your fingertips out. Lower your forehead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow to the earth. Come to stillness in your forward fold. You might be on your forearms or not. Just noticing how far you want to fold into this, how warm and loose your body feels or doesn't. Can you be with the sensation of your body with non-judgmental curiosity? Can you just notice? Can you be here with yourself just as you are? Accepting, welcoming, and even celebrating what you find here. The practice of yoga is a mirror of our ability to be with and love ourselves. So we come onto our mats and we practice this. We embody this possibility. And then hopefully over time we get better at being with and loving who and what we are. Next time you inhale, lift up slowly, gently. Notice what you need here. Okay, I'm just going to move my body a little bit from side to side. A little bit of cat-cow for me to unhinge what was occurring in my lumbar spine. Okay, Maybe together we'll start to circle from the base of the spine. The next place that we're going is our silent meditation. And so if there's anything else that you need to complete your practice, please give that to yourself now. As you're circling, don't forget to reverse the direction of your circles. Yeah. You may choose to join me here in a forward fold with your hands on your knees, just to center your attention. And then come into your comfortable meditative stance. Finding a place to rest your palms, lengthening through the spine. Softening your shoulders and the muscles of your face. For about 10 rounds of breath, we will share the practice of releasing our thoughts. And so every time that you become conscious of a thought or feeling or external sensation, just gently shoo it away. Return to still, quiet emptiness of your mind space. You might return to the tether of your breath if you're having trouble staying focused. Always the option to notice the breath, the air moving in and out of the space of your nostrils. And so join me now in the silence. Draw the palms together at heart center. Bow your head. Acknowledge yourself for coming onto your mat today. Hopefully in a totally unfiltered way. Hopefully with a vulnerability to be with yourself just as you are and to love yourself completely. I pray for myself, for each of us, that we might be able to embrace that process with more and more generosity of spirit and compassion and non-judgmental curiosity. And so I bless you. on that journey. And I walk beside you and I lift you up to that source which is greater than you. Amen, brothers and sisters, and namaste.